All right, good morning, everyone. This is After 9. We are live here, if you're watching at about 9:53 Eastern Standard Time. It's Mike and Lisa, AM800 CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, on this now, what is, Lisa, a sunny Thursday morning.
We had a lot of fog issues earlier. Started off in the county, like really early hours, and then it kind of all drifted in to the city. So very strange. And a lot of people complaining about the visibility, lack thereof,
Me
and
too.
that maybe buses should not have been running today.
Yeah, we had a lot of complaints about that, and apparently, I mean, our forecast. I don't know if it was saying much about fog, but it was rolling in fairly early. We were hearing from people, and then Environment Canada didn't issue the actual fog alert, the pea soup alert, until about what was that, 8 o'clock or so? Just after 8 o'clock, we got word of that, and just looked at some of the traffic cams, and it certainly was very foggy, particularly in Leamington and Kingsville this morning.
Insane. And it's going to be that way again tomorrow. So heads up, I suppose.
I guess so. All right. So there you go. That's what's going on now. It looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day with a high of 6 or 43, even warmer tomorrow at 9 or 48. Okay. Now let's see. It's 9:55. The numbers should be in the COVID numbers. Oh, you did? You got them for us, or do you remember what you saw?
Over 100, but not as high as yesterday. So I don't know exactly.
Oh, I got 104 new cases today.
So I don't know whether to be happy about that or not anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's lower than yesterday, but it's still over 100. Tomorrow it could spike again.
Yeah. 13 people between the ages of 20 and 39 have died of COVID-19 this year in Ontario. We talked about the gentleman who was 27 who died here in Windsor, Essex, yesterday. So it is certainly still an issue, still a problem. And I would assume, the rumors were rampant last week that we're going to be moved into that gray lockdown maybe tomorrow.
Dr. Ahmed did say in his news conference yesterday that if we don't move into the gray zone, that regardless, he is going to implement more restrictions somehow on Windsor, Essex.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he has a conversation with the province and says, hey, hold off. Let me try something else here. And I'm going to put even more restrictions on Friday. And let's see what happens then before you put us into gray. I don't know what more you could do without going into gray, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But he obviously has something in mind, and we will talk to him tomorrow morning, as we do every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on AM800 to see what he can reveal at that time, or if he is going to wait until his press conference to do that. So not good news that we're over 100 though for the second day in a row. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. The good news is the fact that Health Canada did approve the Pfizer vaccine yesterday. They'll start giving that vaccine as early as next week, I guess it looks like, to people in Canada. And then most of us will start getting it looks like in the spring. It's going to take a while.
It'll take a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Craig and I were talking about this last night, about how, there's a lot of people who won't want the vaccine, and they are well within their rights not to have it. It's not going to be mandatory. So I was saying that the health minister had mentioned, Christine Elliott the other day had mentioned about, something about this vaccine passport. So it would be something that you receive once you've had your vaccine, and you might have to show that to get in certain areas, and people who don't have the vaccine might be restricted. And Craig was like, well, that's dumb. Like, if you've had the vaccine, what do you care if other people haven't had the vaccine? So I guess his thought was, well, what does it matter? You get the vaccine to take care of you, basically. But then we learned either later in the day yesterday, or was it early this morning, somebody said that you might be able to still transmit it even if you had the vaccine. What?
Hmm.
So this whole thing is just like, I don't know. I agree with one of our guests today who said, like, we're looking way too far in the future.
Yeah, we
We're
probably are. Yeah, I think we're
let's
probably
just,
going to learn stuff as
yeah,
time goes on too, right?
and it'll all
So
change. It'll all change.
yeah, I think so. I think so. Well, I created quite a storm, a shit storm, I guess we could call it, on my Facebook yesterday, and I didn't even really mean to. I thought it was just kind of funny, but then when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, okay. So it was like this meme that says, well, maybe I can show it to you here so people can see this thing. Let's see, application window. Let's see if I could share it to you. So it's this meme that looks at vaccine research versus anti-vax mom research, and there you kind of see it. And wow, did a battle
What would it
bust out
tell us
on
what
my
it says?
Facebook.
Tell us what it says.
Okay, so on top it shows like a woman doing research in a white coat in a lab somewhere, and on the bottom there's a picture of a mom on her phone going to the bathroom, saying anti-vax mom research as opposed to vaccine research. So the anti-vaxxers and the vaxxers went at it yesterday on my Facebook, and it just went crazy. Wow, it was crazy, and it was actually fun to watch. I really enjoyed it, to be honest, watching the drama unfold on my Facebook. And I put the link below here on the morning drive page if you're watching, and you can check it out there. And yeah, it was kind of neat. And people were going back and forth, and they thought I was rude for posting it. And then the people that believe in vaccines and I guess traditional medicine were showing, were telling their side of the story, and then the people that are against vaccines were telling their side of the story. And then I think the most insulting thing to me, and I hate when people call us this, is that this guy Rob said, people actually care what a nobody DJ on AM800 thinks. Like, I'm not a DJ. We're not DJs. I was very insulted by that out of all the comments that are on this thread. And I'll post the thread if people want to see it again here in the comments. DJ. Ha!
Disc jockey.
I don't
Spinning
I don't I
records.
don't play any discs.
Yeah, I think this will become a conversation. Even though we're having it a lot now, it'll be even bigger once vaccines become, readily available. And we'll find out how important it is that everybody either get vaccinated or, is it a big deal if people don't want to? It's hard to tell at this point. In order for this to work, does everybody have to get the vaccine?
Well, I think a good majority do. I think to eradicate this thing eventually, right? I think everybody's gonna almost have to get it. I would think. I'm not a scientist, but you would think of some other pandemics or other diseases in the past, smallpox and polio and stuff like that. To eradicate it, you got to get a pretty big percentage of people.
Yeah. Well, maybe a lot of the people who don't want to get vaccinated are just saying, I'm not saying I'm never going to have it. I just want to wait a little bit and see what kind of reactions people get so I can trust it further. Did they go through the proper protocols? Yes, they did. The scientists did. The pharmaceutical companies did in putting this forward. They just, instead of putting 20% of their, crew on it, just to kind of simplify things, they put 80 to 90%, if not 100% of people on it, so that things were sped up. All the proper steps were completed. It's just, it was ramped up big time in order
Yeah.
to fulfill the need, obviously, that we all have.
Yeah.
Get rid of this thing.
Absolutely. Okay, so we'll see what happens with this vaccine. People are getting vaccinated already in the UK, and there's been some allergic reactions, but nothing major from what we hear so far. This brings up a topic: the whole thing calling talk show hosts, on-air personalities like ourselves, DJs. No disrespect to the DJs that are watching this morning, but how about this one? Lynn says, I'm a house cleaner and get called a maid. That is insulting.
It is insulting. it's I don't know that term is necessarily needed anymore. It's like old-fashioned term. It's like calling a flight attendant a stewardess.
Yeah, I would think that would be insulting at this point. What other titles do people get called that are, I guess, out of date or just wrong? That you're like
an office manager, a secretary.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can do that either, right? It's an office manager now. Secretary, boom, not politically correct. Maid, nope. Now, would a maid still be like if it was a person that lived in your house?
No.
Or would that be like more of a nanny or something?
Nannies take care of children.
Yeah, but they do other stuff too? Cook, clean, all that stuff, depending on, I guess, the deal?
Right.
I want a nanny.
Well, you got to pay for it.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. It's a good point. Okay, so people can let us know. Do people like describe what you do in a wrong way and it's like insulting? Like, do people still call you a secretary? Oh, well, I'll talk to your secretary on my way out, and no good. Can't do that.
A waitress is now called a server. Waiter, waitress, server, your server.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm always confused too on the one, and I don't know if it's insulting or if it's just the term has changed, like salesperson, salesman, saleswoman. Like their titles are all over, like they're like account managers now or sales representative instead. Like those titles have changed.
Yes, they have. Yeah, hard to keep up.
Yeah, it is. Our good friend Tracy, who watches in Palmerston, Ontario. What about garbage men? Now a sanitary engineer.
Oh, is that the right term? Is that what they're really called?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's sanitary engineer.
Sanitary engineer to me would be like the people that are designing and installing maybe like the sewer system.
Yeah.
Garbage men, I don't know, waste disposal professional.
Waste collector.
Waste collector. Waste disposal management person or something. I don't know. Okay. Let's move on from that. People can still comment if they like on that. Turkey. Let's talk turkey, Lisa.
Okay.
Did you have turkey on Thanksgiving this past Thanksgiving, and do you plan on having it for Christmas?
Did I have turkey on Thanksgiving? It seems like so long ago. Did I? Yes, we did.
You had turkey.
Yes.
Okay. Because I think it's obviously been a little different this year. We did not have turkey. We just did appetizers outside instead of do the whole big turkey thing. Christmas, I don't know. I doubt we're going to have one there either because we're not getting together. We'll probably do it at our own house. Kelly might make one. But anywhoots, the whole myth, and apparently it is a myth, that turkey and the tryptophan in the turkey make you tired. They did some studies on this. And tryptophan, one of the 9 essential amino acids that's necessary for a healthy diet, it's been blamed for the post-meal drowsiness you get when you eat turkey. The experts say, however, that while tryptophan can make you drowsy, it takes about 5 hours because that's how long it takes to produce the serotonin, which controls the onset of sleep. So if you get really tired right after you have the big Christmas or Thanksgiving meal and you had turkey, it's not the tryptophan, it's not the turkey. You're just tired.
It's because you ate too much.
It's because you ate too much. That's basically what they're saying. You overate is what's making you feel full, tired, need a nap, yada, yada, yada.
Makes total sense.
So there you go. They looked into this. Well, why don't you work on a vaccine instead?
Yeah, come on. Forget the turkey.
Right? So anyway, that's what they found. So when you eat your turkey, if you're having that at Christmas and you get tired, you ate too much. That's your warning, okay?
Hey, if I asked you what you think Santa Claus would make as a salary, what number pops in your head?
Wow.
If you consider, how they estimate like everything you do. Yeah, they do this with like stay-at-home moms too, or dads. If you're a stay-at-home parent, what you would make if you earned a salary. What do you think Santa would make?
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, is there enough money in the world for what Santa does and how hard he works and how fast he can travel and all the things he does to make us happy? I'm going to put it, see, I'm thinking athlete type salary. Some of the top guys in the NBA now are making like 30, 40 million. I'm going to put Santa at 50 million a year.
Wow, that's a pretty big salary.
Yep.
Nope.
No.
$157,300.
Santa needs a new agent. I'll be his agent. I'll get 10%.
Yep. So the website insure.com just calculated Santa's estimated salary, and that's what they came up with. So, you could be a well-paid pharmacist, I guess, or you can be Santa. They calculated salary based on his jobs. So think about everything he does. He manages the workshop, right, with the elves.
Yep.
He reads all those letters that the kids write.
Right. and responds.
He does some investigative work. He has to figure out if the kids are naughty or nice. That takes a lot of effort. He wraps the gifts. He takes care of the reindeer, and of course makes deliveries on Christmas. His salary did go up 2% from last year, but I think that's way too little.
That's like cost of living. That's like a mic raise. That's bull. That Santa's getting ripped, man. Santa's got to get a new representative, a new agent to talk to whoever pays his salary. I mean, who would pay his salary? Is it the city of the North Pole? Is it a municipal government job that Santa has, or is it some private conglomerate that's put together the North Pole and own the North Pole and are the ones that pay him? Dan says you have to consider overhead, paying the elves, materials. He owns the franchise.
All of that. So
maybe Santa could get some money back. He could live stream the elves making the toys, so you could watch as the elves are going to business, and you put it on like Netflix or stream it somewhere, and people can watch. Oh, is that mine? Is that mine?
He can make a lot of money on Netflix, couldn't he?
I would think so. Yeah, I mean, a Santa reality show.
Oh my
Every
gosh,
day of the
awesome.
year, you could go. What does Santa do all year? You could watch this, and it could be like the Kardashians, but the Santas, Mrs. Claus, Santa, the elves, all there. I think it'd be a fantastic show.
He could sell ads for the side of his sleigh.
True. Yep. People are doing that on their cars, so why can't Santa do it on his sleigh? You see that? Boom.
Tattoo all the reindeer.
Rename the North Pole like we have with stadiums in the last 20 years. It's no longer Tiger Stadium. It's Comerica Park. You could name it like, I don't know, the Coca-Cola North Pole Center.
I like it.
Yeah, Santa's getting ripped, man. He could be raking in. He could be retired by now. That's probably why he keeps still working. He doesn't have enough money with all the overhead Dan mentioned and all the work he has to do.
That's why he's a jolly soul, though. He doesn't care.
Looks like he eats well, though.
That's all he cares about.
Yep.
And making children around the world happy.
Yep, he's the man. Okay, well, Santa's ramping up because, he must be very busy. And his plans were canceled for Saturday in LaSalle. The Santa drive-by wave has been
that's too bad
canceled because of my new favorite term. Because of what is it? The utmost caution? No.
An abundance
of caution. We will be canceling. That's my new favorite term. I'm going to use that all the time now. Out of abundance of caution, I am going to take a nap because I'm really tired.
I like it.
Out of abundance of caution, we are going to end this after 9. Out of an abundance of caution, I will go eat because I'm hungry and I don't want to faint.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah, you added the last part there, and then it made sense.
Yes.
All right.
What is
that?
It's my gadget lady conductor.
Oh, yes, your baton.
I'm wrapping it up.
Okay. Well, listen, you have a great day, Mike. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another After 9 special. for our Friday show. And of course, back on the air tomorrow between 5 and 9. I feel like I should be playing an instrument.
Get the trombone out. No, you're a flute girl, aren't you?
Okay.
Okay, bye.